Hi everyone, welcome to Zen Den, a safe space to calm your mind and body. Today we're going to be doing a short practice that you can do on the sofa or on a bed or on a chair, wherever you like. And I'm going to focus on the spine in this practice. We're going to be doing some twists, some turns, some stretching, things like that to kind of mobilize our spine and just to move our body a little bit. So we're going to start off with our feet flat on the floor. You can bring your hands to your knees. You can either have a soft gaze in front of you, or if you feel safe to do so, you can close your eyes. I'm going to start off with a very quick body scan. So just noticing how your feet feel, noticing any sensations, and not judging the sensations or trying to change them. So just noticing whether your feet are on a hard surface or a soft surface. Maybe your feet are hot or cold. Just noticing sensations in your body. Moving the attention up your legs to your knees and then up to your hips, taking in your legs and noticing any sensations you might feel. Maybe you feel the weight of your hands resting on your legs. Moving the attention to your hips, your pelvis. Maybe noticing how you're sitting. If you're arching your back, that's all to do with your hips as well. Moving the attention to the lower back, the middle of your back and the top of your back. Maybe noticing any muscle pain you might be feeling. Noticing if you've got a curved spine or a rounded spine or a straight spine. Again, not trying to change it, just noticing how your body is in this moment. Moving the attention to your tummy and your chest. Maybe noticing how your body moves as you inhale and exhale. Moving the attention to your shoulders, down your arms to your elbows, and then down your arms to your wrists, your hands and your fingers. Just noticing how that part of your body feels. Maybe noticing the connection between your hands and your legs. Moving the attention to your shoulders and to your neck, up the back of your head, up and over to your forehead, your eyes, nose, mouth. Unclench your jaw, your tongue. And again, just noticing any sensations. So you might have some itching. Maybe you have some pain somewhere, some tension, maybe you're relaxed. Whatever it is, just noticing how you feel. And as we start to gently open our eyes, we're going to start moving. So let's start off by moving the top of our necks, which is obviously part of the spine as well. So we're going to start by looking over the right shoulder, and back to center over the left, and back to center over the right, back to center over the left, and back to center. Let's look up and down and up and down and back to center. We're going to bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. So that might be enough, otherwise you can extend your left hand out beside you and stretch with your left hand. And you can also bring your right hand up and over to your left ear and gently apply a small amount of pressure here just to give you a deeper stretch of the left side of your neck here. Let's hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to center. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. So hands on your knees again, left ear to left shoulder. This might be enough for you today, otherwise you can extend your right hand out beside you, stretching with your right hand. And then the other option is to bring your left hand up and over to your right ear and apply a gentle amount of pressure just to stretch the right side of your neck. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to center. So like I said, we're going to be working on our spine today. So let's start by rotating our shoulders backwards and then forwards. Perfect. Let's work through a cat-cow. So this is a really nice pose. It's actually one of my favourite ones, I think. This and Baddha Konasana are my two favourites. But for cat-cow, start off with your hands on your knees, and on the inhale you're going to bring your elbows back, lift your chest and lift your gaze. And on the exhale, round your spine, bring your hands below your knees, curve your spine and look down on the exhale. So let's do that 5 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last time, inhale, and exhale, and back to center. We're going to do a slight twist. So we're going to bring your left hand to your right knee and twist to the right hand side. So your right hand can come behind you. If you've got a chair, you can maybe hook your arm around the chair if you want to. If you've got space behind you, you can bring your hand to the side or behind you. And as you inhale, going to lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist round to the right hand side. This is giving you a nice spinal twist. Gently rotating the spine and finding some movement here. And let's go back to center. We'll do the same on the opposite side. So right hand comes to the left knee. Left hand can come out to the side or behind you, wherever feels best for you. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. And back to center. We're going to move into the next pose. So if you bring your forearm to rest on your 2 knees so that your left elbow is on your left knee, your left wrist is on your right knee. And then from here, I want you to kind of open up your chest. So we're not turning like this. Really press away with this arm and open up your chest. Your right hand can come to your right hip. You can send your right arm out to the side, wherever feels comfortable for you. Really trying to open your chest and twisting your spine in this pose. You can also bring your arm up to the sky if that feels good. So pressing away with the left hand, opening up the chest and twisting the spine. Let's hold this for 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Let's do the same on the opposite side. So right elbow to right knee, right wrist to left knee. Again, pressing away with the right arm and opening up the chest. Your left hand might come to your hip. Maybe this is okay for you. Otherwise, you can extend your arm out to the side, behind you, or overhead. So what we're trying to do here is press away with the right arm, opening up the chest, twisting the spine, and doing whatever feels good for you in this moment. And let's hold this for 3, 2, 1, and back to center. The next one I'd like to do, give yourself a little wiggle. Why not? The next one I'd like to do is a twist again. There's a lot of twisting with the spine, and it's just nice to kind of elongate the spine and find some movement there, because oftentimes when we're sat still, our spine is just still in one place and it can get a bit stiff. So this is a great kind of practice to do if you've been sitting a lot and you want to find some movement in your spine. So next one I'm going to do is twist more from the center. So again, bring your right hand on your left hand, on your right knee. And this time extend your right arm out behind you and even look behind you. And you have the option of looking forwards or looking behind you to your right arm. Again, this is a nice spinal twist. Opening up the chest, but this time we're a lot more lifted. It's not the same as this one that we just did. We're lifted, our spine is straight but twisted. And we're twisting round to the right hand side. Let's do the same on the opposite side. So right hand to left knee, arm out beside us, left arm out beside us, and twisting from the core here. Again, it's not this one that we just did. We're upright and we're twisting back behind us. So over our left shoulder, you can either look forwards or you can look over the left shoulder. Stay here for one more breath. And back to center. The next one I'd like to do is side bends. So if you're sitting on a chair, you can hold on to the chair. If you're on a sofa or a bed like me, you can kind of copy me and do what I'm doing. So we're going to start off by bringing, if you're in a chair, hold on to the chair. Otherwise, bring your hand onto the sofa or the bed next to you, and your right arm can come up as you inhale and over as you exhale. So this might look different for everybody. You might be here even, you might be here, you might be on your elbow and reaching all the way over. And this is going to be stretching your right arm, your right side body, but it is also activating the spine here. So let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back up, same on the opposite side. So bring your right hand down or hold onto the chair. And on the inhale, your left arm can come up. And exhale, stretch over and reach over to the right hand side. Again, this will look different for everybody, and that is absolutely okay. Let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press back up. Just going to rearrange my t-shirt here. The next one I'd like to do is a forward fold. This will stretch the back and elongate the spine. So you might want to bring your feet quite wide. If you're on a chair, make sure you're sat quite far back so you don't topple forwards in your chair. Have your toes pointing to 10 and 2 o'clock on the clock. And you can bring your hands to your knees and gently bring your hands down your knees, down your legs until you reach your ankles, keeping a nice straight spine. And this might be enough for you today. If you do want to go further, you can bring your hands into the middle and stretch forward, so you can bring your hands out in front of you, also at 10 and 2, and really stretch your spine, stretching your shoulders. You're also stretching your hips here, so there's kind of a lot of different things going on, but the main focus for today is to stretch your spine. Maybe even bring your hands out in front of you. At 12 o'clock, feel the nice stretch along the top of your back, the top of your spine. And if you bring your hands underneath your face and tuck your head, tuck your chin, you might feel a stretch along the bottom of the spine as well, the lower back. Pressing back up. Let's walk our hands to the right foot and then lower down again. This is a gentle twist as we're stretching. Let's press back up to the middle and walk our hands over to the left foot and lower down again. Again, finding a gentle twist as we're stretching the spine. And press back up. Now you can either use your core to press up, or you can bring your right hand to your right knee, left hand to your left knee, and then press up to a seated position. Let's bring your feet back in together. We're going to do some Sufi circles. So starting in the middle, you might want to lean forwards. Again, be careful if you're on a chair not to topple over. Lean to the right, back, to the left, and forward. So creating circles here. And rather than keeping a straight spine, what I like to do is actually accentuate this. So try and really twist my spine. So as I'm going back, I'm curving my spine. Go to the side, try and twist the spine to the front. So I'm really activating my spine here and really finding some movements and some different shapes as I move. And also getting my shoulders involved. If you're watching this, you might see how much of my body is moving, my elbows, my wrists, my shoulders, my hips. Really just finding some movement here, and we'll go in the opposite direction. So you can either have a straightish spine, or you can do what I'm doing and really explore your range of motion. Explore what it feels like in your body to move in this way. Let's go one more time around. And back to center. And what I'd like to do now is to give you a couple of moments to explore and to do whatever your body wants to do in this moment. So maybe you want to repeat one of the poses that we've just gone through. Maybe you didn't quite get enough if you want to do a little bit more. Maybe you want to do something completely different. I'm personally going to just wiggle. And I know that sounds a little bit weird and not very yoga, but I'm just going to move my body. So I'm sort of bringing my hip down, I'm bringing my shoulder, my left shoulder down to my left hip, and I'm sort of stretching the right side. And then my right shoulder down to my right hip, and I'm sort of moving my body from side to side. So you might want to do this, you might want to find something different, maybe doing some smaller rotations. Doing whatever feels good for you in this moment. Oh, this feels good. Working the shoulders, almost like you're swimming, but just with your shoulders. I don't know, do what feels good for you. You want to bring your hands in prayer, hands in front of you, and twist to the right hand side. And twist to the left hand side. And when you feel ready, we're going to come back to center. And the last thing I want to do is have a big, big stretch. So bring the hands down beside you. And on a big inhale, the biggest inhale you've had today, we're going to stretch the arms up, stretch, 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 maybe even yawn. And then on the exhale, we will do Shavasana. So when we're ready, exhale, 3, 2, 1. And inhale, the biggest inhale. Stretch, stretch, stretch your fingers up, stretch. Exhale. And let's do a quick Shavasana and body scan. So you can lean back in your chair if that's what you want to do, or you can sit up straight. Whatever you want to do is absolutely perfect. I'm going to sit straight today. And we're going to either gently close our eyes or have a soft gaze in front of you. And we're going to run through a quick body scan like we did at the beginning of the practice. So bring the attention to your feet, noticing any sensations that you feel in your feet. Moving the attention up your legs to your knees, and then up your legs to your hips. Again, noticing any sensations that you might be feeling. Moving the attention to your hips and your pelvis, your tummy and your chest, noticing how your body feels. Not judging your body, not trying to change anything, just noticing. Bring the attention to your shoulders, down your arms to your elbows, down your arms to your wrists, your hands and fingers. Again, just noticing how they feel. Moving the attention to your neck and your head, your forehead, eyebrows, eyes, nose, mouth, tongue and jaw. And noticing any sensations that you might be feeling. And now we're going to move the attention to the bottom of your back, the bottom of your spine, up to the lower spine, the lower back. So just noticing how that part of your spine feels, the bottom third of your spine. And then moving the attention to the middle of your spine, the middle of your back. Noticing how that feels. And then slowly moving the attention up to the top of your back, the top of your spine. And noticing how that part of your body feels. Again, there's no judgment here. We're just simply taking note and observing. And we're going to take a couple of moments sat here in silence, just to appreciate our bodies, appreciate the way that we can move, all the different directions that we can move our spine, and how our spine helps us throughout the day with our daily activities. And as we start to blink open our eyes, and come back into the room. You can maybe start to find some gentle movement, so wiggling your toes, your fingers, your wrists and your ankles. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I really hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.